It's never a bad time to start working on yourself. Maybe you didn't get invited to that party because hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the channel. We're gonna get straight into it because I am just so excited to just be back and rolling on YouTube. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe because I am definitely on an evolving journey personally, and I'm here to just share my thoughts through my journey. We're definitely going more to the lifestyle type content, as I've said in previous videos. So if you're here for the ride, here for the plot, make sure you like and subscribe. So let's talk about FOMO, because I feel like even in my 30s, I did turn 30 last year, but even in my 30s, it was more so a thing during high school, but I feel like people in my age group, from what I see on social media, are still having FOMO. And I'm here to tell you that if you let it, FOMO can ruin your life. And what I mean by that is FOMO could cause you to have a lack of confidence. FOMO could have you feeling just not too good about yourself. FOMO could be holding you back from achieving your dreams and your goals. So if you don't know what it is fear of missing out. I think we've all had moments where we see things or we hear things and we feel like, wow, I should have been there. I'm so upset that I'm not there. And I will say that I feel like it has a lot to do with confidence and self-worth. Number one, when I say confidence, I mean confidence in yourself, confidence in alignment. Jumping into confidence, when I say that, I mean, like, let's say you wanted to go to a gathering with your friends and you couldn't go, or you're at home, or you had something else to tend to. If you are not confident in yourself, I feel as though it has to do a lot with importance. You see that everybody's having a good time, they vibing out, and you're not there. It could make you feel like, wow, I'm not important because I'm not at this event. Like, I don't feel as important because I'm not there. I'm not having a good time. I'm missing out on the fun. I'm missing out on other people's presence. And the truth is, if you're confident in yourself, then number one, you already know, I'm currently doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It just was not in alignment for me to go to this particular setting at this particular time. Another time will come. And if it's about you meeting certain people or being in the same room with certain people, you will know. When it's time for me to meet these people or meet these new friends or have these connections, then that is what will happen. But at this particular time, it was meant for me to be doing just what I'm doing right now. Now, I do feel as though in your younger days, like maybe high school, college, early 20s, the FOMO, as I said, is kind of like a self-worth thing. Oh, if I'm not out at all the lit events, if I'm not out partying, if I'm not out clubbing, then I look like a lame. I look like I don't have nothing going on. I'm not an it girl. I'm not, with the dudes that's popping. But truthfully, it goes back to that self-worth. Maybe you didn't get invited to that party because it was gonna get pew pew. Maybe you didn't get invited to that event because you just weren't supposed to be in that room at that particular time. But I'm that girl, I'm that guy, whether I'm there or not, and my presence speaks volumes. So said people who were supposed to be around me will eventually be around me in another setting at another time. If you are one of those people that is currently being affected by FOMO, excuse my voice. If you are one of those people, then number one, I do feel like a lot of it comes from social media. One thing you can do is scale back and pull back on people whose stories you're watching and they're always out doing something and you just feel like, man, I'm not there with them. I'm not hanging out with them. I'm not out. I would scale back from watching that type of content or following those people. Number two, again, spend more time with yourself. Figure out what you like, and that way you can give yourself validation and you don't feel like, well, if I'm not out with this certain crowd, if I'm not out on the scene, then I don't feel like I'm at a certain standard, or I don't feel like I'm popular, or whatever the case. The word I was just looking for is status, but I couldn't think of it. I do feel like that's a status thing as well for some people. If I'm missing out on everything, then I'm not of the status that I want to portray to these people. And it goes right back to the points that I already made. If you have your own self-validation, you have nothing to prove to these people. If anything, they might say, you know what? I want to be more like her. I want to be more like him. Like, you can tell that she is that girl. You can tell he is that guy. And he don't even have to always be on the scene. Like, we know it. We feel it. Truthfully speaking, everything comes to an end. What goes up must come down. So if you just have occasional FOMO and maybe one of your friends is out somewhere and you would prefer to be out with them versus doing whatever you're doing, just know that, they're having a good time now, but that time is going to come to an end. And at a certain point, you will be able to join them, or you will have your time where you're able to go out to that place that they went and have a good time. I have really gotten to a place of just understanding that life does not always go how we intended, expected, or might have wanted it to flow. But things always turn around, and you are doing exactly what you should be doing at this moment. So at this moment, if you are currently watching this video, I appreciate you. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. I do hope that you achieve all of your goals. I do not recommend waiting until the first of the year. Start now. It's never a bad time to start working on yourself. It's never a bad time to self-isolate and see what you like, what you need, and what you want to do. So, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see y'all in the next one.